the patriarchy, as soon as the patriarchy ended and feminism started taking over, that's whenever clothes started becoming more revealing. I don't think there was ever a time in history when bitches was walking around naked since clothes were invented.
Subscribe to this channel in case you are watching this channel and you have not subscribed.
That I find that modern guys do, what modern guys don't do, which my man does regular, is tell me the truth whether I like it or not.
Thank you.
You can't do that in this game.
No, you can. No, you can.
Tell me the truth
100%.
whether I like it or not.
100%. I agree.
And I think that you need to, and sometimes, this is right. I can't say that you don't care about my feelings, but my man will tell me the truth whether and it's not like I know how we fit.
What kind of truths?
Anything,
bro.
Everything. Listen, right, you know.
I feel the same way. Like I feel like most men nowadays feel like they need to lie to their woman. They feel like they can't hurt their woman's feelings. But as long as your intentions are pure, I don't see why it's an issue if you tell your woman how you think or how you feel. I feel like that should be what you do. I understand that women can't handle the truth and women are too emotional and this and that, which is true. But as long as you love her and as long as she truly loves you, then you shouldn't have to feel like you need to have a filter on it, and she shouldn't feel like you need to either. She should be able to respect how you feel. She should be able to understand that if you tell her something that it doesn't make her any less attractive or makes her any less loved. It just means that she should see it as you looking out for her, and she should respect that. Like with my girl, I can tell her exactly how I feel all the damn time. I don't have to walk on eggshells around her. And I feel like guys nowadays, they're kind of brainwashed and thinking that they need to lie to their women because their women are so sensitive. But women respect honesty. They really do. And if they don't, then they aren't for you. If she wants to leave, then let her leave. She wasn't meant for you if that's the case. She should be able to respect your opinion, especially whenever it has to do with her.
You look fat. Look at your face. You look like you got 2 bits of liver hanging down from your face.
If you did that now, he'll be in jail for emotional abuse. He'll be on some blog.
So Auntie, I agree with you. Like I think a lot of men are afraid to tell women the truth, and I think more women would respect it if they did. But at the same time, modern women, I think on some...
I guess my fault. I didn't want to interrupt her, but I guess that is a thing that I need to think about also, because I'm not saying I'm like some Don Juan. I'm not saying I'm like that guy, but I never had a problem getting women. I never gave a fuck if I lost a bitch. Like if she wants to leave. I don't care. I've lost my dad to death. I lost my mom to drugs. I've lost my sister to custody. I lost stupid shit in my life. I would be ignorant as fuck to think that I need to care about losing a woman. Like if she has a choice, I've lost people that I love dearly that had no choice in leaving. Why in the fuck would I care about a bitch that's choosing to leave? If you don't want to be in my life, fine. Just save me the time and get out as soon as you can.
Some level like to be lied to and don't want
fuck. Forgot I wasn't done with my point. But I guess I need to be thinking about like the average guy who really has a problem finding a girl and really don't have game to get multiple girls and really struggled being in a relationship. And I need to think about those guys and how they're kind of like forced to lie because they really do care about losing a woman.
The truth, and they want to be sold a fairy tale because we've been told our whole lives we're queens, princesses, and tens.
I realized that because I heard everybody talking about this Lizzo. Is it Lizzo? And I saw Lizzo for the first time this week.
Yeah, she's a big girl.
Big?
She's strong.
And I just thought to myself, when I heard all this talk about Lizzo, and I just thought, wow, is that her? And I was just surprised at all the...
Yeah, but there are no standards for women, right? So Lizzo can kind of have a physique that is not
Jordy on the left looks
as
mad
in line with what we generally consider fit, healthy, attractive, and flaunt it in this like over kind of zealous way. But men will be scrutinized for like Leonardo DiCaprio will be scrutinized for dating like a 25-year-old, even though he's a grown man. That's a grown woman.
Yeah, so I had no problem with her size. If she wants to be fat, that's her business. I hope she stays healthy. But me personally, I'm skinny and I wouldn't wear what she's wearing. But what I found out that totally shocked me is that she can play the flute.
She's talented, yeah.
And she is extremely talented. But when I looked at this woman on there shaking her stuff and doing her thing, I didn't put the two together. And I thought to myself, why didn't you lead with the fact that you can really play the flute really good rather than out there shaking your stuff? And everybody's following her, shaking, and she's leading with that, and she's leading the people away rather than how did she get to play the flute so good? She must have studied it or whatever, but she's not out there promoting that for the young people, for the modern people to say, do you know what? I studied this. I studied music. This is what I'm doing. She's promoting all the things what I would see as negative when she's got so much positive to give. And that's how I can understand that. Why people are following her that way. I would respect her more if she went out there and she like dressed professional as a proper.
It's not
That's
cool.
not.
Lizzo has to know she's promoting an unhealthy lifestyle. She has to know that she's encouraging little girls, older girls, women all around the world, and probably even men to be unhealthy, to be obese, to not care about the looks, to body positivity, this and that, and love yourself for who you are. Like that's it's evil as fuck. And she's doing it for a bag, and I know she's doing it for a bag because every time she becomes irrelevant, she starts talking about her fucking weight again. I can't knock the hustle, but I don't respect it. I don't respect it because it's evil. You're destroying people's lives. I don't care if she's healthy. I don't care if she's okay with it. I don't care if she don't mind if she dies early, which is selfish, but that's another story. What I care about is that she is trying to promote it to everybody. Like it's almost like a mass genocide. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's like similar to that. Like there's a group of people being killed because of some shit that she put in her head, in their heads. It's just evil, man. There's really not another way to word it. And everyone wants to talk about, oh, you're just rude. You just don't care about people. Like, no, I give a fuck about people more than what the fuck she does. She cares about her own self-image and she cares about her own bank account. She don't give a fuck about y'all.
That's not what the modern woman has been programmed to do now.
No, forget the program. It's just not cool.
Can I say something?
Being a nerd these days is not
Lizzo's
cool.
known for like trying to like
Even
she sleeps with. Sorry, I'm gonna make this point. I've heard stories that like she will sleep with guys and then throw them out of a room as a power play. Like I've heard she's deeply insecure in the way she.
Of course she is.
Out. To me, that sounds like you're trying to be a man in it. You're trying to be like this alpha male who has his way, but you're not a man. You're female.
That's the only time I saw her was playing the flute. I've never seen anything from her before except her playing the flute.
I've been wondering what the fuck toxic masculinity is. If you think that's masculine, that's toxic as fuck. If you think throwing a bitch out of your room so you can show your alpha is masculine, dog, that's weak. As a man, you should care about, I mean, I guess that she's just a hoe, but like at the same time, you should care about her safety. Like it doesn't matter if you care about her or not. As a man, you should look out for others. And if you're just throwing a bitch out on the streets after a long night of whatever the fuck y'all was doing, you're toxic as fuck. You're a terrible human.
I was impressed with her playing the flute, but I thought, why are you playing the flute with a swing costume on?
Juicy,
right.
No,
Oh,
did you have
yeah,
something?
I do. I was just gonna say,
man,
like,
I didn't know they was here.
think that people like Lizzo will do things like this because beauty standards, especially for the woman, are
Reality.
yeah, but no, beauty standards like for
Fuck beauty,
like
it's health.
what a woman wants to aspire to look like is actually based on the standards that men also, set. Because men like bitches, they've been liking
Auntie.
bitches since like maybe like 80s,
Why
90s.
isn't it-
So she's
publicly, like through music, through like even culture, through some of the things that are being shown to us, right? Which means that now we got to a stage, even like my friends, whenever they meet a guy, first thing they do is check who they're following because that shows you like really, a lot of men promote the bitch culture. So I know that obviously modern women have to take accountability, but I think it goes both ways. And women like Lizzo are literally showing, okay, well, I'm fat and I'm all of this, but if this is the beauty standards that I'm not going to let my body stop me. I'm gonna be wearing this the same thing that every guy thinks is hot.
I'm just saying, it's real quick. I'm just saying, like the patriarchy. As soon as the patriarchy ended and feminism started taking over, that's whenever clothes started becoming more revealing. I don't think there was ever a time in history when bitches was walking around naked since clothes were invented. Like I feel like the patriarchy, the male-run world, was made to make sure that y'all stayed pure, to make sure that y'all wasn't just showing your body to other people, to make sure that y'all was safe and protected because they knew that men are creepy and men are weird and the only way to protect y'all is to hide your beauty, which sounds fucked up, but like, man, it's the world. I know we live in a civilization now, but we still are animals at heart. We're still we evolved as animals. We have these tendencies in us, and I understand that we got to get away from them, but you just can't flip a switch and make men not creepy. There's a bunch of bad men out there.
Is it the
sense.
men? Why is it the men promoting it? No man's making her go out there.
No.
She's trying to set those standards, and stupid people are following her. And then they're going to turn around and say, "Oh, it's self-love.
and it's not-
Obesity is self-love all of a sudden," and that's what she's promoting. But it's a man's.
No,
it's a man's
released.
fault.
It's released. It's released.
I don't think she's obese. I think she's generally like just like wider frame.
No,
No, she's not wide frame. She's a blast.
She's got wide
dinosaur.
No.
I feel like she looks like someone like she can't. No matter what she does, she would still have like a very wide
No,
frame.
she
show
should
a
tone.
picture of her.
Tone. Okay, fair enough.
She's
Does she
don't know.
seem like she squats?
no,
Alex?
she's
She even
potentially
tried. Come on.
she's
I don't know
potentially
what you're
she's potentially clinically obese, but you can be obese and
And
healthy.
fit.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can be a fit obese.
Oh yeah, you can, but how long is that gonna last, man? Like until you're 30, 40, 50? When the fuck do you see motherfuckers 60 or 70 years old looking like Lizzo? Rarely. I mean, honestly, Lizzo, with the money she got, she might make it, but the woman that she's promoting to are not gonna make it.
And you can also be a very unhealthy
Skinny.
person.
I got a hot take.
So
though.
she's probably metabolically fit, because for her to play the flute like that with those long stance, jump up and down, despite
But
the
clinically
size,
obese.
but then if you take height
you're
and
right.
weight and do the calculation, she's probably
Is it the IB?
yeah.
I've got a hot take. Though.
BMI.
But there
The
has
BMI.
to be
BMI, and it's
I
like that.
just genuinely don't believe you can be big for that long. I'm not
Right.
gonna pretend I'm a science student, a nutrition, nothing. But like I genuinely don't believe you can be big for that long and not have health issues.
Exactly.
That come
Must be
with it
putting a lot
at
of
some
strain on
point.
her heart.
Let me look at pictures of
Eventually,
this woman again.
potentially.
On all her
But
organs, on her bones,
she's
her
better off than
joints.
someone who's completely sedentary. Does that
She's
make
mobile.
sense?
She's mobile.
Does that make sense? But then now it's But anyways, oh sorry, I remember what I wanted to say,
But can
Alex. Sorry, the only thing I wanted to say is that why Lizzo did not lead with the flute and everything is because education is not valid these days as well, guys.
That's
Just so
100%.
just so you people know, it's not cool to go to uni. I am Juicy J. I am a host and presenter and I cover Afrobeats events, but nobody knows I did my master's. Nobody knows I did undergrad. Nobody knows I'm a STEM student and I'm a BSc and I'm actually a geek. No one knows that. No one cares for that. No one asks.
That was a fun fact. Why didn't you say it?
You should have promoted that.
Because it's boring. Because it's boring.
It's
But so
boring.
you said
It's
it
boring.
So what the fuck is entertaining about being fat? I guess they used to go and just see it at the carnival. Fucking the fat people were just entertaining to see. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't see how. She ain't wrong. She's definitely not wrong that she wouldn't have got anywhere by just showing that she played the flute. Well, she might have. It depends on how talented she is. But like, I just feel like she used her size as an easy way in. Like you can see. Obviously, Lizzo's talented. I think she's probably one of the most talented female artists, even though she don't make music for white people. But then she just went from really creative, really musical to self-loving, body positivity, obese woman that dresses slutty and that is constantly in the news for that. And it's working, I guess, but I don't know. I think it's evil to promote.
Boring. Who is it boring for?
Yeah, I ain't gonna.
And
think
maybe
about
that's the
it.
same thing Lizzo is saying.
Exactly.
Because modern people think it's boring. I find it really fascinating. And that, for me, that's something you should lead with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, Lizzo.
Without people with skill, without people that are entertaining with influence, promoting education as something to be glorified, then it'll never happen. We'll just keep on going down this fucking hole of changing my gender, depression, body positivity. I don't need to do anything but just love myself and just selfishness. Like we'll never get out of this fucking hole unless people with influence start talking about amazing thing that they achieved. Like hate or love Andrew Tate all you want. The things that he achieved were amazing as fuck. Outside the OnlyFans shit, that's whatever y'all's opinions on it. But the boxing, his determination, his motivation, all that stuff is just it's motivational. Like me, I wouldn't have started my YouTube without Andrew Tate. Lizzo, what the fuck did she encourage people to start eating more? But that was almost the end of that video, so I'm gonna end that there. Please like the video. If you got anything to say about the video, let me know down below. You know I'll read every single comment. And if y'all fuck with y'all boy, well, yo, please give me a subscription. With that being said, deuces.
I was so far at the bottom, I'm still trying to make it up. Little broke, dirty nigga, but was trying to run it up. And I've been the most hated, I can't make this shit up. Always been an outlaw, really never give a fuck. Mama and my granny always praying for a nigga. Luckily, won't ride with no niggas that I know wouldn't bust me. Never really care about them niggas who didn't fuck with me. Just know if you my dog, then you forever.